Say Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakatadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who were at break no stone. And a blessed salutation to the Akims in the four corners of the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. Covenant lesson to edify the Bayat Dawada, the 144,000 and one-third men and children. Confusion and face Israel that scattered among the heathen nation, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, who are God's chosen people. Right, this is a quick lesson to edify the Bayat Dawada. Right? With these reprobate in Israel, who think that they're black, who think that it's Africans, who think that it's Christians, they stumble and vomit all over the scriptures because they are a bunch of reprobate, right? And many people is quote Numbers 23 and 19 and think the Mosai is not a man, but these people are retarded, spiritual retarded, right? So I just want to play this voice note, right? I can hear the level of stupidity in Israel, and we see every day clearly why the Mosai gonna kill, why the Mosai gonna destroy 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, because y'all are idiots. You understand? Y'all are abomination to the Mosai. You understand? Y'all are smoking the Mosai y'all are smoking the Mosai nose because y'all are a bunch of fools. Right? So let me just run this quick.
Because you can't beat common sense and if you let he just don't have it. And he wouldn't get it because he's stupid, he's in shit. So that's just one part of the thing. Listen to the other part. This dumb fool said that this Yehovah Ba'ashem, Yehovah Shai, they are two black men. Quote, unquote. Yehovah Ba'ashem, Yehovah Shai. Bantan, why you listen to this part because this is supposed to be good for you. They are two black men. Well, it's today I gotta learn that Yehovah Ba'ashem is a man. I thinking all the time this Yehovah Ba'ashem was a spirit. It's today I gotta learn that no, it's not a spirit. Guess what? It's a man. Well, and Yehovah Shai is also a man. So there's two brothers you're talking about, our father and son, right? Two male. Well, this is where it get a little difficult. Man have limitation, right, Bantan? If a man there in Trinidad, or a man there in Ghana, or a man there in St. Kitts Nevis, say he can't see grass in Ghana, unless he have some instrument, laptop and via Skype, via WhatsApp, yes. But if with him naked eyes, like stand up one, say stand up in St. Kitts, say him can't see nobody over here, so we could agree to that, right? Same thing if a man stand up in Trinidad or a man there in Guyana, or if a man there on the continent, say him can't look over and see Guyana or St. Kitts. Listen closely. Man have limitations. So if you say that your God is a man, and your Bible say what you say, your tongue should get cut out from your mouth. Now, it have a text in this boy book here. I think it's Numbers 23:19. I probably look for it. Beloved, check for this information. I just want to confirm the text. See if Numbers 23:19 is right, because I quote that off my head. I call out my head because I used to remember them thing in the time. Yeah, so you don't check that. However, but what I'm trying to get at is that this information that this dummy dumb peddling. Where it was saying, it said that, I don't know if it's in Numbers 23:19. I have good, right? Here was one of the code. God is not a man, neither the son of man, that he should lie. I want you to understand this, God is not a man, neither the son of man, that he should lie. Bring my Bible down there for me now. Let me just check it. Bring the black one. Yeah, bring the black one. Yeah. So, give me a second. Let me just try to get up this thing fast and conclude this voice note. He feels a stupid fool, but it is a dumb shit, eating shit head boy, yeah. You understand? I never see religion get a man like this before. A person who I know before, This is ridiculous. This boy now come and telling people if God is a man. And this boy book said God is not a man. You understand? Neither the son of man that him should lie. Right? Good. So now this God is not a man. Numbers 23:19. God is not a man. Now if he is saying that the God, the Yahweh Bashem and Yahweh Shai, they're two men. This boy tongue should get cut out from his mouth for lying. This what keep telling you about, and these are false prophets. Nothing is just like the ark said that the world will come to an end in 2000. The world still there in 2019. Now the world still there, right? So you know, long 2000 gone, my brethren. Evil and the GMS ain't nothing else but shit eaters, lion, wicked soul, double tongue, Satan, just like them God. Now them batty boy God, you overshy. You our Bashem, you our Shai. These two batty boy. When it's now I learn, okay, from evil. That it's two man we are talking about that. Hey, this voice note Lara me want cut it because we want continue. Because I think it's for crack this dumb skull. I'm out.
Yeah, so you hear these reprobates in Israel, they are a bunch of degenerate, they have no understanding. Right? So let me go to the to Numbers 23 and edify the elect. Because this is all about the elect. Right? And this is a video I think I do last year with I think it's a so-called Mexican. He's an Israelite, he's spirit, he's an Israelite. You understand? Right? And he had a dream that everybody in the heavenly realm, the spiritual realms, are so-called black men. Right? And there's a fact. Right? So he quote this this precept with and have no understanding. So let me read it. It said the Most High is not a man that he should lie. So many people come to you with the same thing and saying that the Most High is not a man because they're retarded, don't understand what this really means. Right? Read it again. It said the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Had he said, it tell you plain here now, had he said, and shall he not do it? Or had he spoken, and shall he not make it good? So who is the he? You understand? It's Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So when you say God is not a man that he should lie, let me use a worldly, right? Worldly person, right? We dwell here in Trinidad and Tobago and is known for soca. So let me use a soca icon, Marshall Montana, right? Let me put Marshall Montana in a sentence. Marshall Montana is not a man that sing Chuckney, right? He's not a man that is sing Chuckney. So Marshall Montana is not a man that sing Chuckney. So that means that Marshall Montana is not a man? Come on, you are a dummy. It just means that he do not sing Chuckney. So let me go back to the text. Right? Go back to the precept, Numbers 23 and 19. God is not a man that he should lie. So the Most High is a man that he don't lie. The Most High is a man that he don't lie. You understand? That's plain to the point. Right? Well, so what are you going to say about this? Alright, let me just open the next tab and get Numbers, Salakia. Let me get Leviticus. No, Exodus. Let me get Exodus. What are you going to say about this text? Because they are retarded. Right? Exodus 15 and 3. Right? This is Exodus chapter 15 verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. Read this again. Exodus chapter 15 verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. So what you can say about this now? So you can say this is a contradiction? No, because y'all are retarded. Right? He's a man that he should not lie. Mean he's not a liar. Right? He's not a man that he should lie. You understand? That's exactly what I mean. Right? So explain this. Exodus 15 and 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name. So explain this now too. Right? You know, these are the, and this is what black unconscious when you're following Africanism, and you know when you think it's a Nubian or it's African or you're black, there's the darkness you're in. Yeah, so you're going deeper down into a pit. You're not going to be destroyed, right? Daniel chapter 7 verse 9. Let me get to verse 9. Right? This is Daniel chapter 7. Salakidakios. Right? This is Daniel chapter 7 verse 9. They said, and I beheld till the thrones were cast down. Right? Mean these are the heathen nation. The thrones were cast down. Right? And the ancient of days did sit. Who's the ancient of days? Yahweh. Which he named me. He as he exists. Right? This is one of the Most High title, the ancient of days. Right? There is no beginning and end of the Most High. Whose garment was white as snow. So a spirit gonna wear a garment? So you telling me a spirit gonna wear a garment? These men are retarded. The Most High have a body. Right? It said, Daniel chapter 7 verse 9, I beheld till the throne were cast down, and the ancient of days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and his hair of his head like pure wool. So the Most High have woolly hair. So you have a garment, I mean you have a body. You understand? His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheel as the burning fire, and the chariot. You understand? So the Most High have a body. Right? He have a body. You understand? Let me get the next one. Right? These people are retarded. Right? They are retarded Israel. This is why the Most High gonna destroy them. You understand? Then the Most High gonna destroy them. This is Job. I think it's Job 39. Yeah, I think it's Job 30. Alright, I think it's Job 39. Job 39 and 8. Alright? This is Job Salakia. Alright, Salakia, Job 32 and 8. Right, this is Job 32 and 8. He said, but there is a spirit in man. So the spirit is in a man. This body is a house of the spirit. We all are spirit walking in these body. You understand? Everyone that we are walking in the earth, we are spirits. Salakyo. Right? We are spirit. Right? Job 32:8. He said, but there is a spirit in man. So there is a spirit in man. The spirit dwells in this body. This body is a house of the spirit. And the inspiration of the Almighty give them understanding. You understand? Right? Let me right. So let me go back to Numbers 23 and 19. So it said God is not a man that he should lie. Why? Because lying is abomination to the Most High. He's not a man that he should lie. You understand? The Most High don't lie. Right? Right? This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord Yahweh. So a lying lips is abomination to the Lord Yahweh. So he don't lie. He don't lie. You understand? He don't lie. This is Psalms chapter 12, verse 6. He said, the words of the Lord Yahweh are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of the earth, purified 7 times. You understand? Read this again. This is Psalms 12 and 6. The words of the Lord Yahweh are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of the earth, purified 7 times. You understand? This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse verse 8. It say, hear, for I will speak of excellent things. So the Most High say, hear, for I will speak of excellent things. It said, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. So he's not a man that he should lie. So the Most High is a man don't lie. He do not lie. That is plain. That is plain. But these reprobate, they're blind, so they can't see that. And they are scoffers. You understand? They wake up every day to scoff. They're in the perfect lot and don't even know they're in the perfect lot. That's why you gotta fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because you can bug out like these niggas who bug out. Right? Verse 7. Right? He said, for my mouth, this is the Most High speaking, for my mouth shall speak truth. So the Most High is a man that he shall not lie. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness, because the Most High is not a man that he should lie. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that had understanding. So clearly this nigger, we hear in the voice note, have no understanding. He's a reprobate. You understand? He's a reprobate. Proverbs chapter 8 verse 9, he said, they are all plain to him that had understanding, and right to them that find it knowledge. So he's a reprobate. You understand? There's a reprobate. So we go back to Numbers 23 verse 19. He said, the Most High is not a man that he should lie. So the Most High don't speak no lie. The Most High speak truth. The Most High say a lying lip is abomination to him. Neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Had he said, the Most High, speaking about the Most High is a he. Had he said, and shall not he, and shall he not do it? Or he spoken, and he shall not make it good. So who's he? Yahweh. He's a man that he should not lie. This is plain. Right? That is plain. So let me get this one in Luke. Right? This is where Yahweh said to his disciple. Right? Luke 24. Right? Let me get this. Luke 24 and is where Yahweh is when Yahweh Shai raised from the dead and he appeared to his disciples. Right? Let me start from verse 19. Luke chapter 24, verse 19. And he said unto them, what thing? And they said unto him, concerning Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, he appeared unto them and disguised so that they didn't know was him. Right? Which was a prophet, mighty indeed. He said, and mighty indeed, and word before the Most High Yahweh and all the people. And now the chief priests and our rulers deliver him to be condemned to death and have crucified him. But we trust that it had been he which should have redeemed Israel. So you only come to redeem the children of Israel. And beside all this, today is the third day since these things were done. Yea, and certain women also of our company made us astonished, which were early at the sepulchre. Right? Verse 23. And when they found not his body, they came saying that they had also seen a vision of angel, which said that he was alive. And certain of them which were with us went to the sepulchre, and found it even so as the woman had said, but him they saw not. Then he said unto them, O fools, and slow of heart. And these reprobates out there, they retarded, slow of heart means they're retarded in the mind. You understand? They're a bunch of retards, right? These unbelieving Israelites. But that's not speaking to the men who believe, but that's making a statement to these unbelieving Israelites, right? They're slow of heart. Right? He said, O fools and slow of heart, to believe all that the prophets had spoken. Ought not a Mashiach to have suffered these things and to enter into his glory? Right? So you have to go through these things to enter into his glory. Right? Verse 27. And the beginning at Moses and all the prophet, he expounded unto them in all scriptures the thing concerning himself. And they drew nigh unto the village whither they went, and he made, they said, and he made as though he would have gone further, but they constrained him, saying, abide with us, for it is towards evening, and the day is far spent. And he went in and tarried with them. Right? Verse 30. And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to them. And their eyes were open, and they knew him. And it said, and he vanished out of their sight. So he opened the eyes and they realized it was Yahweh Shai, and he vanished out of the sight. Right? Verse 32. And they said one to another, did not our heart burn within us while we talk with, it said, while he talk with us by the way, and while he opened to us the scriptures. Right? Verse 33. And they rose up the same hour and returned to Jerusalem, and found 11 gathered together, and them that were with him, saying, the Lord is risen indeed, and had appeared to Simon. And they told what things were done in the way, and how he was known of them in breaking of bread. And as they thus speak, Yahweh himself stood in the midst of them, and said unto them, peace be unto you, shalom. Right? He said, but they, the apostles and the disciples, were terrified and affrighted. He said, and suppose that they had seen a spirit. Right? Right? Because when he appeared, he disappeared, he appeared. Right? Right? So Luke 24:37 he said, but they were terrified and affrighted, and supposed that they had seen a spirit. Verse 38, and he said unto them, why are ye troubled? And why do thoughts arise in your hearts? This is the point right here. Verse 29, behold my hands and my feet, that is I myself, handle me and see, for a spirit had not flesh and bones as ye see me have. You understand? Because what? The spirit is dwelling in the body. You understand? The body is the house of the spirit. So these niggas are retarded. You understand? And this is where Yahweh Shai say, handle me. Behold my hand and my feet, that it is I myself, handle me and see, for a spirit had not flesh and bones as ye see me have, because the spirit is dwelling in the body. You understand? And these people are retarded. You know, 144,000 spiritual love, it just changed it. You understand? They are retarded. So, you know, this is a quick lesson to edify the Baya Dawada. You know, edify the Baya Dawada. And hey, hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give more praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakatadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who were at Brick Stone, and a blessed salutation to the Akiums and the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the elect.